It started on a Tuesday, the most ordinary Tuesday in human history. Scientists at the CERN research facility in Geneva weren't looking for God, they were looking for dark matter. What they found instead would make dark matter seem trivial. The time is 3:14 in the morning. The control room hums with the sound of a particle accelerator, that low mechanical drone that never stops. Every screen is alive with data. Most nights it's routine. Tonight is different. Dr. Sarah Okofer, lead physicist, stares at a readout that doesn't make sense. Run it again, the numbers can't be right. Her assistant, Yusuf, looks up from his terminal. His voice is quiet, careful. They are, Dr. Okofer. I've run it 11 times. The signal it's structured. It has grammar. It's not noise. Grammar? She turns slowly. You're telling me dark matter has grammar? I'm telling you, something in the fabric of space-time has been sending a signal, and it appears it's been waiting for us to have the technology to hear it. The signal wasn't random radiation. It wasn't cosmic noise. It was information, dense, layered, mathematical, and somehow deeply personal. It responded to the researchers' own thoughts. It knew their names. 48 hours later, the world found out. News anchor Elena Marsh sits under studio lights, a printed statement in her hand. She has read it 17 times backstage. She reads it again now, live, in front of 400 million viewers. Breaking news tonight. The United Nations Science Council has convened an emergency session following what is being described cautiously as, and I want to read this exactly, empirical, repeatable, multidisciplinary evidence of a conscious, omnipresent intelligence embedded in the structure of the universe. This is not a leak. This is the official statement. I'll say it again. Scientists believe they have proven the existence of God. The broadcast cuts. On every continent, simultaneously, sirens, bells, screaming, weeping, singing, the sound of a species finding out it was never alone. The world did not burst into peace. It burst into argument. Because one question that theologians, philosophers, and grandmothers had been asking for millennia suddenly became an urgent geopolitical crisis. Whose God was it? Cardinal Benedetti of the Vatican steps before the cameras. He does not look surprised. He looks vindicated. We have always known. The Church has always known. What has changed is not our faith, it is your doubt. And now that doubt is gone, the world must listen to 2,000 years of moral instruction that was never merely suggestion. A journalist raises her hand. Cardinal, the signal doesn't reference Scripture. It doesn't reference Christianity specifically. It doesn't reference the periodic table specifically either. That does not mean chemistry is wrong. 5,000 miles away in Cairo, Imam Khalid speaks to thousands gathered in the square outside his mosque. His voice rolls over the crowd like water. Allah is al-Haq, the truth. This was always true. The scientists have not discovered God. They have finally caught up to what the Quran described 14 centuries ago. The question is not whether God exists. The question is whether humanity will now choose to submit or continue to pretend they are their own masters. In Mumbai, in an ordinary apartment building stairwell, two neighbors talk. Priya is in her late 20s, software engineer. She's been an atheist since she was 16. She built her entire identity around it. I've been an atheist my whole life, my whole identity. And now I wake up and it's just gone? What do I do with everything I believed? Her neighbor, Arjun, 60 years old, a man who has prayed every single morning of his life, looks at her without triumph, only kindness. Priya, I have worshipped God every morning for 60 years. Did my life feel less real to you because of that? No, but... Then yours doesn't feel less real to me now. This is not the end of thinking. It is only the end of one kind of argument. A much harder one begins today. The United Nations, emergency session. The lights are fluorescent. The The tension is not. With respect, we are not here to validate any religion's claim of ownership over a scientific phenomenon. The signal belongs to humanity, not to Rome, not to Mecca, not to any single tradition. If we allow this discovery to be weaponized by theology, we will not see enlightenment. We will see the bloodiest century in human history. Dr. Amara Diallo of the African Union does not wait to be called on. And who decides that? The discovery more secular institutions? It didn't end science. It ended certainty on both sides. And that was the most terrifying thing of all. You found me. I have been here since before you had words. I will tell you 3 things, and then I will be silent again. Not because I am cruel, but because the point was never that you believe in me. The point was always what you did with each other. First, every tradition that ever pointed toward love, mercy, and justice pointed toward something real. Every one of them was partially right, and every one of them was partially wrong. The argument about which was the one true path was itself the path away from me. The whole world exhales, tender cosmic. Second, you have been given something extraordinary, consciousness, in a universe that did not have to produce it. You were not an accident, but you were also not finished. You are a question I asked myself, and I am still listening for your answer. Steady, clear, inevitable. Third, and hear this most carefully, measured, final. I will not fix what you have broken, not your wars, not your hunger, not your loneliness. I gave you each other for that reason. Quiet gravity. What you do now is yours. I will be watching. I have always been watching. But the doing is entirely, beautifully, terrifyingly yours. The voice fades. Somewhere in Lagos, a single child begins to cry, and the world cries with her. Scene shift. Quiet. Dr. Okafor is alone in the control room. The screens still cascade with data. She doesn't look at them. She's looking at nothing, or everything. To herself, barely a sound. It didn't tell us what to believe. It told us we were responsible. That's either the most comforting thing I've ever heard, or the most frightening. Maybe that's the same thing. The point was never that you believe in me. The point was always what you did with each other. People forgot that if God made us, the person next to you is made by the same God.